President hopeful Joe Biden just had a virtual rally in Tampa, Florida, and it was an absolute disaster. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Obvious, and today on YouTube.com with a special guest, the hacker known as 4chan, where Anonymous found an unlisted video of Joe Biden's virtual Tampa rally and it was an absolute disaster. Here we are on Joe Biden's YouTube page. He's only managed to have 50,000 subscribers. Let me remind you, this is the Democratic candidate for the DNC. This is the person that Democrats want to elect president of the United States of America. But let's watch this video because, my friends, it is hilarious. But before we get into this, a quick word from this week's sponsor.
Zuck the cuck drinks water like a duck, but he also drinks your data. So tell him and Google to shove your data up their schwing-schwangs by downloading the Brave browser. It's free, blocks online advertising, and protects your privacy and data from evil tech companies. You only see ads if you want to see them, and you get cryptocurrency for your attention. Don't let Zuck use you to make a buck. Download Brave by clicking on the link down below.
Let's begin.
Please welcome the chair of the Florida Democratic Party, Terry Rizzo.
This was honestly one of the most awkward moments in my entire life. She's just sitting there like she's live, she's ready to go, and she's just staring there, grinning.
Hello.
Now, as you can see, Sleepy Joe Biden's stream is off to a great start. In what feels like the most uncomfortable moments in my entire life, the first speaker simply grins at the screen like a maniac. Oh, my friends, but that's not even the half of it.
And I hope that everyone is safe and that you and your families and loved ones are all doing well. Today we see our nation.
So as you can already tell, there's connection issues, it's not very good, and she's just reading a bunch of lines off a flashcard. No one prepared a speech. Perhaps the most awkward part of the virtual rally was a Pledge of Allegiance.
To lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance from Jesuit High School, please welcome Jack Kirk.
Or it would have been if it actually played properly. Here's the real Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
10 out of 10. High quality streaming. Home run. They truly put in the effort to make this a stellar production. Now this is television. I really have no idea why they included the Pledge of Allegiance. Like, I'm very patriotic, but it was kind of awkward. It's just some random kid. I have no idea who he is, but yeah, there was that. And probably my favorite part of the entire rally was the DJ. Don't forget about DJ Jack laying down those sick beats. Now this goes on for a few minutes, and honestly, DJ Jack is probably the best part of this entire virtual rally. So the next part is actually kind of sad. It's really just a bunch of slideshows of pictures of Joe Biden. Like, they didn't even have anything planned here for this. Like, this isn't even a rally. This is like a PowerPoint slide. You know, I'm sure many people didn't want to enjoy their nights. That's why this stream only has 20,000 views. Now, to put this in perspective, this is a man apparently who's supposed to be representing half of America, Democrats, and this was the best they could do. 20,000 viewers? That is just sad. And then it goes back to DJ Jack. I wish I was kidding. We're 13 minutes in this virtual rally, and so far, this is what we get. Gotta admit, those beats are sick. About 16 minutes in, this is where the live stream begins to fall apart.
Please welcome Florida Senator Janet Cruz.
Yup, it's literally a blank screen, and it really doesn't get any better.
Hey, Biden team and Joe Biden, welcome to our beloved hometown, Tampa.
So as you can see, her soul begins to disassociate beyond her physical flesh. This is probably the worst recording that I've ever seen.
Please welcome former Governor Congressman Charlie Crist.
For here tonight. Great, this virtual rally in the...
Am I the only one who's deeply disturbed by this imagery?
You're here virtually.
I mean, it's actually kind of scary. Are we watching demons on the television? Or is the video quality really that bad? I feel so uncomfortable.
I think the importance of steady, honest, dependable leadership. We don't have it right now. We can have it in about 6 months.
Now they go on to talk about dependable leadership. I'm here already 23 minutes in. No sign of Joe Biden. The connection quality is horrible. They're in and out. You can't even get a clear signal. You can barely understand what they're saying. And they say, well, you know what? We don't have qualified leadership. Oh, really? If Joe Biden handles the presidency about as well as this virtual rally, then this country would be absolutely devastated if he were to become president. How can the man run a country if he can't even run a proper live stream? But maybe I'm being too hard on them. Maybe, they're just having technical difficulties. I know a lot of people are using the internet right now. Maybe I should give them another chance.
Obama administration reaching across the aisle to do what's right for Florida and do what's right for America.
And I spoke too soon. The screen goes black at around 24 minutes, and it stays that way for over 7 minutes. Let me make it clear for you folks. Over 7 minutes of this virtual rally is a black screen. Incredible. Now here's a shot showing Charlie Crist. This is pretty much all I know about him because although they bring him up on the screen, he doesn't actually get to say anything. And they go on to introduce the next speaker.
Please welcome Florida State Senator Janet Cruz. Please welcome Florida State Senator Janet Cruz.
This is honestly just sad at this point. I find it hilarious. I mean, honestly, it's funny. But at some point, you gotta feel bad for these people.
No other than the next president of the United States, Joe Biden.
Please welcome Vice President Biden.
And then finally, after all of these disasters, Mr. Joe Biden is introduced at around 38 minutes. I wonder what he has to say.
Introduce me? Alan? Hey, good evening. Thanks so much for tuning in.
So here you can see Biden, and he's wearing sunglasses. He walks in all cool and smooth. He practices his bankai as he shifts dimensions sideways and back. Practicing his sidestep technique. It allows him to travel between time and space in an instant. And he's looking pretty smooth here. Unfortunately, the connection is really bad. But what does Vice President Joe Biden, presidential hopeful, have to say? Well, I would tell you, but it's really hard to understand.
I wish we could have done this together and it gone a little more smoothly, but I'm grateful we're able to connect virtually, and thank you for your kindness and heroic work.
Here Anonymous says, Terminator Joe Biden begins his anti-Trump speech. You can only hear every fifth word. When the basic tech wasn't failing Biden, a rather loud, angry-sounding, chirping bird drowned out Biden's remark better than any MAGA protester could ever hope to achieve. They had to unlist the video. It's so bad.
The community deprived is unique and it's really hard to admit. But if we're honest with ourselves, we should be designing our economic policies. We're shut out of the first wave of relief.
The angry bird was definitely my favorite part of this video. Now, it pretty much ends there. It was a total and complete disaster. So, I have some of the comments here, and I made sure not to refresh the page, just because I was afraid they were going to delete the comments because they're so spicy. Here, I like my own comment says, Joe is just like everybody else. He puts on his pants, one arm at a time. Yeah says, did the guy really just talk 10 minutes? On a 50-minute rally? Oh my god, that is so sad, LMAO. Brian Gabriel Comac says, I know third graders with better production skills, LOL, what a clown. Heck, I've got better production skills than these fools. Why don't you elect me president? Mr. Obvious, president extraordinaire. Maj G. Bav Mav says, I just about lost it when the DJ came on playing music from his room in a senior citizen home with the disco lights going. Yeah, that's my face exactly. But that's merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you have a wonderful day. But before you go, let me know what you think about this video. What do you think about Joe Biden and his virtual rally? Was it a success? Do I even need to ask? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Now, as always, if you like this video, be sure to join me on Patreon or Subscribestar. If you do join, you will get access to a private Discord server as a joining bonus. If you want to donate, there's DonorBox, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrency. All links are down below in the description. And of course, if you like this video, consider sharing it on social media. As always, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.